So 15,000 data points I thought was a huge thing, right? And then the more I looked into it, we're talking about million sets of data points on an individual. And the Cambridge Analytics, it to me is the most compelling documentary I've ever seen on cybersecurity ever. Mm-hmm. And what got me was I knew this sort of stuff was happening, but to actually see a case where it happened, do you think that they are in the wrong?
Cambridge Analytica?
Yeah.
Definitely. But
the data was there.
Well, look, I mean, this is the most touchy subject when it comes to technology, and it's morality.
Yeah.
It's walking the fine line of morality,
yep.
Right? And there is no law that tells us what the fine line of morality is. You as a human being need to make that decision for yourself. Now, there's a lot of people in that story that had the ability to make that decision for themselves and did not make that decision.
Yeah.
There's a lot of individuals in that story, and there's more behind that story that had the ability to make that decision and did not make the right decision. And it's clear to me, you're entitled to your own opinion, as I am mine, but I feel very strongly about that. Because to be trawling the internet for information about how all of these millions and millions and millions of voting citizens think, and to swamp them with misinformation, which is going to specifically change their mindset for your own personal gain. In my mind, I don't know about yours, but in my mind, that is absolutely 100% not moral. Immoral.
And I call it is a bit of brainwashing. And at the moment, we've got the coronavirus. It's 2020 in the world. And what I'm seeing from the media, so forget about the social stuff, which is quite private, quite personalised, quite targeted. Mm-hmm. This stuff I'm seeing with the coronavirus, the scaring, it's caused panic buying in the supermarkets. I've sold more toilet paper than I'll sell in a year. I've sold in a day. Like, there's only so much you can shit.
I know. I still can't figure it out.
Right? So to me, that's mass media causing this.
Yeah.
And we all know
big time.
Fox, CNN, they all have their own personal opinion, right? I think Murdoch owns one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're talking about individual, and they are individuals, individually targeted stuff, and what Mo's alluding to is that you'd get sent ads about either being a racist or not, or if they knew you were racist by your patterns, by what you liked, what you didn't like, what you commented on. This data AI was running full analytics on what you were typing. You were saying, oh, yeah, I hate gays, or I like gays, or, I'm gay, and it would sit there and have that pigeonhole. Then it would say, oh, yeah, I hate black people, I hate white people, and it would pigeonhole again. And it was getting so accurate that it could individualize people.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable. I watched that and went, holy hell.
But here's what you might not know, JP.
Good. This is what you're here for.
So, after Cambridge Analytica, the world pointed the finger back at the original source of the problem, which is Facebook. Right? Yep. Which owns Instagram now as well.
A big company.
Just a little bit
The biggest media company in the world.
Right.
At this point in time.
And so Facebook was forced to make some changes. Facebook was forced to actually show that they gave a shit about individual privacy and privacy of human beings. And as a result of that, they changed the way that they could share their data with external organizations.
Yep.
And Cambridge Analytica was one of thousands of companies doing this kind of stuff. Using AI to process people's personal habits online and, the information that they share online, using all of that data to change their mindset in a certain way for a certain purpose. Not hundreds, thousands of companies, Australian companies, Chinese companies, American companies, British companies, the list goes on.
Yeah.
And those companies got shut down overnight. when Facebook said we are no longer sharing that data with you. So think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Cambridge Analytica is the one that had the focus spotlight put on them for obvious reasons.
Well,
even a documentary brought out on Netflix.
Well,
What about the other thousands?
Well, the thing about Cambridge Analytica, they said we were meant to not use the data anymore, right? And they continued, oops, we forgot to delete it. Is it really just like, we forgot to delete it? Obviously, they didn't forget.
Well,
But
I mean, come on.
to still use it, that's immoral using... But was it okay if they were still in a contract with Facebook? Would it have been okay then? And it was okay. That's why they could do what they did?
Well, that's where, for me, morality has to take the high ground because, let's face it, our justice system has been designed over many hundreds of years for whatever purpose, and whoever's had influence on that, for right or for wrong, the laws are the laws. But does that just mean that because we're following the law, we can do anything we want within the law? I mean, come on.